With the addition of Neymar now official, Julian Laurens weighs in on whether or not PSG can win the Champions League. After a wonderful 201,617 season, Ligue 1 is bracing itself for yet another top campaign. Can a weaker Monaco retain the title? Can anyone stop Paris Saint-Germain and Neymar? Marseille are stronger. Lyon have done the revolution. Nice have been clever again. Bordeaux look interesting. Lille and Marcelo Bielsa are exciting, as are Claudio Ranieri and Nantes. Ligue 1 has found itself a new king in Neymar. Will meet new faces: Bertrand Traoré, Yuri Tielemans, Luis Gustavo and Thiago Maia, and old ones Steve Mandanda, Adil Rami and Mario Balotelli. It also lost, as usual, some of its best talents: Timur Bakayoko, Corentin Tolisso, Bernardo Silva, Ricardo Pereira, Benjamin Mendy, Alexandre Lacazette, Adam Ounas, Amin Harit and Sebastian Corchier, and more might follow. Kylian Mbappé, Thomas Lemar, Fabinho, Angel Di Maria, Jean Serif, Jan Karamo and Dalbert. Key storylines: PSG with Neymar. What a difference 12 months can make. Last summer, PSG approached the transfer window in a more low-key way. Zlatan Ibrahimovic left and the club tried to do a clever recruitment more than a glittering one. Hatem Ben Arfa and Grzegorz Krychowiak arrived and all failed. This summer, Paris went bigger than anyone else ever. They signed Neymar for €222 million and free agent Dani Alves, and kept their other gems: Marquinhos, Edinson Cavani and Marco Verratti. Right now, at least domestically, they are untouchable. Manager Unai Emery has learnt a lot from last season. His team's second part of the league campaign, where they took more points than any other, shows that they have improved and got a grip on what he was asking his players to do. PSG are way stronger than last season. With Neymar and Alves, they're probably the best team ever assembled in French football history. Julian Laurens provides an update on Kylian Mbappe's future with Monaco and assesses likely destinations if he leaves. Mbappé in or out after the Neymar saga? French football has another one on its hands: Kylian Mbappe's future, and with him, Monaco's future. The 18-year-old prodigy has had an exceptional rise since January. Some reports in France say that he wants to leave the French champions and that the club are demanding €180 million to let him go. Are Real Madrid or Barcelona ready to pay that much? Probably. Mbappé is such a special talent and his final decision will have a huge impact on the Ligue 1 season. Obviously, Monaco will be a totally different team with or without him. After already losing Mendy, Silva and Bakayoko, as well as Valère Germain and Nabil Dara, it would be another huge blow for the Principality club to lose the gem. Whatever happens to the young France international, it will be a transition season for the champions. They saw the end of their golden generation and are rebuilding the next one. Radamel Falcao is still there, and, for now, so are Neymar and Fabinho. The League of Gentlemen, if the English Premier League is still, without a doubt, the home of the world's best managers, Ligue 1 also has a very interesting lineup of number one coaches on its benches. The best manager in the world, according to Pep Guardiola, is Bielsa, and 2 years after leaving Marseille, he is back in France. He will try to lead Lille to new heights. Monaco's Leonardo Jardim worked wonders last season, but it is a much bigger challenge that awaits him this year. Emery has to start well at PSG after a disappointing campaign last year. Lucien Favre was wanted by Borussia Dortmund in the summer but stayed in Nice after an excellent first season. Ranieri, sacked by Leicester last season, chose not to continue his career. Rudi Garcia at Marseille has a solid reputation, and Bordeaux Jocelyn Gourvenec is the most promising young French manager around. It will be interesting to follow Oscar Garcia's first season at Saint-Etienne and Christian Gourcuff's second at Rennes. On the other hand, Bruno Genesio still has a lot to prove at Lyon. Neymar has left Lionel Messi behind to prove he can be the top dog at a world-class club. Marquee signings: Neymar, Barcelona to PSG, £198 million. Who else? He is the biggest transfer in the history of football. The Brazilian superstar has chosen PSG and Ligue 1 to pursue his career after deciding to leave Barcelona. He will bring his new club and his new league to another level. At 25, he is expected to make this team his own. Luis Gustavo, Wolfsburg to Marseille, £7 million. Marseille needed a leader in midfield, strong, solid with great experience and a winning mentality. They found the perfect one in Luis Gustavo, 30, the former Bayern Munich and Brazil defensive midfielder. Alongside Mandanda in goal, Rami at the back and Germain up front, also all recruited this summer so far. Marseille went for experience and leadership and had an excellent transfer window. Yuri Tielemans Anderlecht to Monaco, £22 million after selling some of the key players. Monaco are rebuilding a competitive squad and they believe the Belgium international, 20, represents the future of the club. The French champions will want him to replace Bakayoko and dictate the way Monaco will play this season. With his vision, the quality of his passes and quick feet, he has everything to be a huge success. Arsène Wenger praised Alexandre Lacazette for his intelligent play during his side's 21 defeat versus Sevilla. Big departures. Alexandre Lacazette, Lyon to Arsenal, £46.5 million. It was always going to happen. After spending pretty much all his life at Lyon, Lacazette, 26, left his club and his hometown for a big transfer to Arsenal. In 6 seasons in Ligue 1, Lacazette was the best French striker with 129 goals in 275 matches. With him, Tolisso, Bayern Munich and Maxime Gonalons Roma also left, meaning the end of an era at the club. Benjamin Mendy, Monaco to Manchester City, £52 million. 18 months ago, he was not even always starting for Marseille. Now, Mendy is the most expensive defender in the history of football. His move to Manchester City capped a wonderful season with Monaco, where he also broke into the France national team. At 23, he is in the top 5 left-backs in the world and seems to have no limits. Amin Harit went to Schalke, £9 million. As usual, Ligue 1 has already lost some of its brightest and youngest prospect this summer. Harit, 20, the wonderfully gifted non-attacking midfielder, U19 European champion last summer with France, left for Schalke after just 1 season in Ligue 1. Adam Anus, 20, joined Napoli from Bordeaux for more or less the same amount, like Jean-Kevin Augustin, 20, arriving at RB Leipzig from PSG. Who will win the league now that PSG have the superhero in Neymar, and while Monaco can still lose theirs in Mbappé, the French title is Les Parisiens to lose this season. They are the outstanding favourite to regain the crown they abandoned to Monaco last season after 4 coronations in a row previously. PSG simply look unbeatable at the moment. Behind them, 4 teams will fight for 2nd and 3rd places. Monaco and Lyon are in transition after losing key players, while the Marseille project is interesting under Garcia with some solid signings. Nice and Balotelli are still so talented and exciting. Outside of this top 5, Lille, Rennes, Bordeaux or Saint-Étienne could be the season's surprise package. Battle at the bottom last season offered a dramatic fight against relegation, with almost 10 clubs involved until very late in the campaign. It should be the same this year. The 3 promoted teams, Amiens for the first time, Troyes after 1 season in Ligue 2 and Strasbourg, who haven't played in the top flight since 2008, all look in danger. But Dijon and Metz will not be far off either, while Caen and Angers have to be careful too. Julien Laurens is a London-based French journalist who writes for ESPN FC and Le Parisien. Follow him on Twitter at Laurent Julien.